What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil. But before I continue, I want to mention few things which I normally do in my weekends video, but I will go through it very quickly because it is really important for you guys who is trying to make it in a trading world. First, if you are my priority member, make sure you are watching my live session fully, because I am now mentioning lots of entries, valid entries in the live session, and almost all of them are hitting the targets this week. And it's been a great week. I would say last 3 weeks has been great so far. With that, if you have seen my weekends video talking about my YouTube audience or my YouTube fellow traders, I've set this trade live in front of you when it was running, and that has also hit the take profit, hitting 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio for me. This was a trade I have shown in my weekends video, and I've also shown my NZD, GBP NZD trade, which I managed as well in my real account. I've shown you my live running trades as well, hitting 2 to 1 reward to risk ratio target. So everything is with the transparency. Now, if I'm showing you these valid entries before and after, before it even happens, and the trades was even running, means I'm doing something right. And if you're still losing money, not following your rules and just rushing into trades, then it is your job to improve your trading psychology. And there are multiple ways to manage your trades. You can place 2 targets, one with 1%, second with 1%, and second trade can go all the way up to 1.4 to 1, and the first one can go to 1.1 to 1, so that you can still get some money in your account. Now, the thing I want to mention is, especially about nat gas. Now, lots of you might be losing money, but the students in my group, they are making money. Now, why is that? Because they know what happens if the conditions changed. They have taken the trades right here, as you can see, position closed here, and one of my fellow trader has also closed their positions here, because they know when and where to enter, and they have no confusions where the market is going to. When the condition happens, they place the trades, they take your profits. If the stop loss is hit, at least they're not blowing up their account. So we are learning in this group, and with that, we are also discussing the other entries. They also contribute with their own strategies, and it is a community of traders where we contribute and where we try to take over trades as efficient as possible without making any mistake. If I see any mistakes, or if I see an invalid entry or weak zones or anything, I contribute. I come down and say, no, that's not valid. If that's valid, what are the chances? If that's weak, if that's strong, everything. That's a community. Now, you guys are ready to lose money, thousands of pounds, but you guys don't want to invest a little money to learn the full course, full education. Now, it's me, or if it's someone else, learn that system. I know there's a big ego in the traders or in the audience out there that they don't want to learn from someone because everyone is a scammer and they are just selling their courses to make money. Now, first of all, if I talk about myself, I've been showing my real trades in the real account from last couple of years, and I'm showing more trades of my real accounts publicly as well. Go back and see my weekends video, last 2 weekends video. I've shown you 2 big trades that I was running. I've also shown you the results afterwards when the profits was hit. Not like a scammers who plays the trade, a live trade, and later on, after they record the video, they close the trades and then they say, yes, they have taken it after the market goes up or down. I show you the after results as well in my real account. Again, watch my last weekend's video. And that's a big ego stopping you, that you don't want to learn from anyone. Now, talking about that, Elon Musk, why the hell he want to promote his X instruments, I would say like a grok. I want to show you some screenshots. Now, these are the screenshots has been posted from the Elon Musk's official account. Go and check yourself. And he been promoting his new AI grok, and he been promoting that consistently every single day right here. And why the hell he want to do that when he's a billionaire? Why the hell he want to sell his AI grok for monthly £30 of subscription, and even more, it goes up to £200 or dollars? Why on earth he want to do that if he's a billionaire? Because he's providing you a value. You are using his AI grok, creating images, you might be doing your work, it's helping you to reduce your workload, lots of stuff. You can do that and pay money to him because he's providing you a value, and he's a legit person. So that is your job, to look who is legit, who's not legit, who is coming on YouTube showing us live and real trades, or if there is someone who is just running a YouTube ads, consistently running YouTube ads without a single break, without showing what he's doing in a real markets or putting any analysis on the YouTube. That is your job to do that. And that is how you learn. Now, the reason I've talked all about that because we had a winner here on NatGas. And this is the entry I teach my students. I've just shown you the screenshots. They have taken the trade. You might not know why I've entered this trade because it is an entry I don't really talk much about YouTube because it is something that has lots of rules and you need to do lots of backtesting and learn it according to the strategies system from basics to the intermediate section and to the advanced section. So right here, that was an entry. Now this entry might be invalid somewhere else. That is why I've ruled for that. A pullback entry might look valid to you, but it might not, according to one of my rule. For example, right here, it might be valid, but it's not. So that is something you need to learn from the mentor to cut your trading long journey to cut it short, and that doesn't make you profitable just after finishing your course. It takes lots of time. Now, this is the trade happens on Nemex, a valid entry I teach my students, and that has hit the take profit as well. I've just shown you the screenshots, and that is the strategy I teach in my course. And if you want to learn my system, just head to moneymarkers.uk, select the premium plan, and start your journey and get access to my Discord group community as well. Now, if you remember, from last couple of months and weeks, I've been mentioning the head and shoulder bearish pattern that happens on weekly. Now this pattern has entered a phase 2, clearly broken below. Now once this weekly candle is closed, we are completely bearish and price will likely to head to the next level of support. That is all we are looking at. Yes, you can expect some humps and bumps like pullbacks and then push down. We're getting a cross on weekly as well, and that shows a strong bearish momentum. Now yesterday I've mentioned that we might expect some bounce from here, and we have got a bounce of 180R, almost from the half of this candle. But I've not taken this trade. I've mentioned that that bounce can be risky and it's just a discretion. Now, this is not a discretion. This is exact rules, because in my course, I teach a discretionary trading as well. And I also teach a systematic way of trading that works exactly like a bot. So exactly, we had a condition here and that pushed it down. Now, for the YouTube audience, you are familiar with my pullback. Now, I've not taken this trade because I was also in my other trade, which is GBP-CHF. I've just shown you, and I'm also in one platinum trade, which I've mentioned in the live session. Again, my members watch the live sessions because we're missing lots of things if you're not watching that. And it is not a signal group, it is a community of a trader which I teach to my students, my members. The trades I'm taking myself, I'm sharing that with you, valid and invalid entries, all that, lots of value you're going to get there. So as we are broken below on 4 hour, on a weekly, we are getting a break of a termination zone 2, means for the high time frame trader, once this candle is closed, that is an entry number 2 right here, and stop loss is above the head, right shoulder, and take profit goes all the way to the major zone or to the minor zone if you want to manage, and then to the major zone. But for the day traders, swing traders who are trading on a smaller time frame, we are looking at 4 hour. Very simple, very easy. We are looking for the retest as well right here. Soon we're going to see a retest. You can look for on 1 hour as well, pullback, bearish engulfer to go short, or look for your entries on 4 hour. More momentum, pullback, bearish engulfer to go short. Keep on taking shots with 1 to 2 ATR for the target. Now, it's totally up to you how you want to manage it. If you take a trade, if you want to manage to the next support, or if you want to exit your trade using 1.4 to 1, 2 to 1, 1 to 1, is totally up to you. So keep looking for that. Now, I also want to plot my Fibonacci tool if you want to calculate the pullbacks, which is all the way from A till the zone above. Now, I want to make my charts clear right here. So the zone that was broken is right here, these numbers in blue. Feel free to mark that on your charts. So we can expect a possible pullback to 50%. That could be right here, 2.80, or to 382 retracement, which is right here. Now, aggressive traders like to enter at the 382 or 50% retracement by keeping a stop loss above the zone, 20 EM or 50 EM, and take profit 1.761 or 1.618 retracement. That makes it more than 1.6 to 1 reward to risk ratio. That is an entry for aggressive traders. But again, for the less aggressive traders, we can see a possible big pullback to 50 EMA engulfing candle just to go short using 1 to 2 ATR for the target. So weekly bearish, 4 hour bearish, 1 hour bearish, and aggressive entry. That is something we need to look at. We are now in a phase 2 of termination zone of head and shoulder bearish pattern, and we'll see how it falls. We're going to likely see a possible fall in case there's a dramatic war event or news events out there which can break the price higher. But remember the rule, no conditions means no entries. So that is a quick analysis, not a quick one, actually detailed analysis on nat gas. And same goes with Ovanda. Plot your Fibonacci tool if you want to look for the pullbacks all the way from here to here. I might adjust my Fibonacci tool. If I see one more red candle, I will adjust my Fibonacci tool to the lower candle until I start to see a pullback. So that is all we are looking at. The zone here on this platform on Ovanda is 2.847 goes up to 3.074, and the next zone is right here, a minor level, which is 2.528, that goes down to 2.500. From where we can see a possible retracement and then a continuation towards a next major support. Coming here on capital.com, exactly the same. Let's make the charts clear. The neater the chart is, the clear and the more better analysis you can do. So on this platform, we have a 50% retracement right here. If you want to look for that, 50 here, 382 here, and then we can go short using limit, sell limit order. Or my best entry is pullback below 50 EMA bearish engulfer to go short, and the zone below right here, minor zone 2.656 goes down to 2.597. And if you look here on MCX, for the guys who are trading on MCX, now we are looking at the next level of support. Not a strong one, very minor support, which is right here, these numbers in blue. And you guys can also plot your Fib tool all the way from here, if there is no red candle, to here. 50% 382 retracement, pullback, and then again simply going short to 1.618 retracement till the price get to this level. Just readjusted the zone here, which is right here, and you can also use the zone exactly like this to see a better pullback, which is 50% 382 retracement to go short. Next up, we have gold. Gold has just broken below. Now, if you remember, I've taught you how to trade gold and silver with the ratio, and if you look here on the ratio is pushing up. The gold and silver ratio, I've already made a video how to trade gold and silver ratio. Feel free to check that out in the playlist and look at the card up there if you want to watch that video. Now, if you see the bullish candle here on ratio, and if you look here, the bearish candle here on actual silver and on actual gold is a bit slower. Ratio mainly follows silver. Silver, I would say, follows ratio most, but in time they follow up each other. Eventually talking about gold and silver. So ratio is bullish, gold and silver is bearish at this point, and as of yet the price just broken below this triangle pattern. Now this is not a very strong pattern, I would say, but still we can see a break of consolidation, and once we are closed here, we can see a possible push down to the next zone, which is right here. 3263.21 goes to 3273.88, from where I'll be looking to enter a little bounce with minor zone on smaller time frames. For now, less aggressive entry is pullback bearish engulfer to go short. Aggressive entry as after the close, and then we can see a possible push down by keeping a stop loss above 50 EMA. Let's see how that goes. I don't trade aggressively, but I want to see a pullback bearish engulfer to go short to this level. So we are bearish for gold, not taking any trades. The rule is we are below 50 EMA, we are not buying. Silver just broken out of this channel. We have mentioned that in the live session right here. So looking at that, we can possibly see a push down to these numbers in blue. And for the entries, we can simply see for the pullback that is likely and bearish engulfer to go short. A retest of this level, the lower trend line is also likely, and then the price will likely to push down to these levels. So only selling gold, silver, nat gas, and let's see what's happening with crude oil. Crude oil is now pushing down nicely as expected. Now at this point, again, simply looking at these level, 57.31 goes down to 54.88. Now that is a zone, a major zone. We do have this minor anchor which is at 60 level that I'm not really interested in. So I'll be only looking at my major zones. If the price come down to my major zone, only then I'll be taking my trade. Otherwise, I want to see some more break below this low, very important, then a pullback, and I'm only taking short. Or if I see a solid push up below 50 EMA, rejection at bearish engulfer at 50 EMA, only then I'll be going short. So only taking bearish trades out of crude oil. And if you look here, this trend line has been respected 1, 2, and third time, and we might see another hit of this trend line and possible fall back down. Now if we are broken above this trend line with a solid candle, only then I'm going to start to look for my buy trades. And same goes with NEMEX after the break of the symmetrical triangle pattern that was mentioned a couple of days ago. And as you can see, a perfect example of retest and price is now pushing down. So simply, again, on this platform, we have this trend line exactly like this, a pullback and then fall. That is something I'm expecting. I'm only looking for bearish trades for crude oil. So that's it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, hit a like button for me. Subscribe if you're new so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.